Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to continue on the topic of remote work. Yesterday I talked to you about the good. Today we're going to talk about the bad. So, what is the bad thing, in my opinion, about remote work? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but the worst thing that's happened to me, and let's be honest, it's not that it's happened to me, it's that I've allowed it to happen, is skipping showers, right? So I know that this is kind of like a, was it kind of like a meme or kind of like a joke, right? Most of the time you know, when you're on video calls, it doesn't really matter how you present yourself. Although it is nice to get dressed when you're having client meetings, so it's not totally undisciplined. But I wanted to share that. Another thing that's bad about work is that it can become a conflict with what you want to do. That is to say, yesterday I talked about how wonderful it is that I can compartmentalize my time. I'm not stuck to this 8-hour shift. But if I put off work, then it starts piling up. So obviously that requires some discipline. Some people have said that the hardest thing for them, or they have shared with me, the challenging part about doing home office for them, is that they have to have the discipline to do it. So I don't think that that's necessarily bad, but I think what I would add as a bad of one of the bad things about working from home, it's probably the lack of accountability. Now, I can give you my experience with that and say that it's very important to have really clear lines of communications. Now, I had experience prior to doing this with in the military, where communication is very important. It has to be efficient. And I've also worked in Hollywood, where in production teams, where also you have to have a high level of communication. So I think if you can manage the communication, then I think you'll be fine, right? You can obviously work with your colleagues. Yeah, so those are a couple of the things that are bad. I don't think it's terribly wrong. And as I mentioned yesterday, I don't think every job is available to become a remote work, right? So today I want to ask you, what are the things that maybe, just maybe, could become remote work? And so I think with that question, I'm hoping that I hope that you guys can start thinking about the possibilities, right? Because one thing is to not be able to know how it could actually work. But now, after being in the pandemic for a year, I think a lot of people have gotten used to it. I believe certain high-tech companies have even said that they will start going into a 4-day week because people are becoming more productive. Some other companies have said that they're going to start giving more of an option for home office to their employees, and some have mentioned that they will continue to do home office indefinitely. So I'm kind of curious as to what your thoughts are. One of the things that I think about often is this on-site technicians, because a lot of things are becoming available on the internet. That could potentially be a remote job. But that's where the dichotomy lies, because for certain equipment, a technician needs to be present. It's probably important, right? So, yeah. But there's also a lot of layers of security that need to be added. So I think it'll be interesting to see how we advance with this security procedures, or the security infrastructure that we require to make certain jobs secure to be remote work, because cybersecurity is a big issue. So hold on to your SSH keys and don't get hacked. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you like the itinerary. Let's see how this goes. But I know you guys have seen the flag over there. Let me see. Can you follow me? Yeah, it's over there. I don't know. I kind of like this. Ooh, maybe this thing goes good over here with a little blue light. What do you think? What do you guys think? Let me know. Anyways, I'm really happy that I'm able to do these lo-fi projects because they're just small enough. It'll work. Okay, tomorrow we'll talk more about remote work. I hope you're having a good day. Take care. Talk to you later.